Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the Poverty Princess. Well, it's a dreary, rainy day in Hazleton. I ran out earlier to grab some cat litter and mail out some candles that I recently sold. So Oreo's fundraiser with Nightside Creations is doing actually really well. 3 more candles and we will have reached our goal. Original goal was for $145, but I thought to myself, if I could sell candles and make $100, I will kick in the difference then to take Oreo to the vet later in the month. As a matter of fact, today I actually have to call Vet IQ and definitely get a good fix on what it's actually going to run me. To take him out there for a checkup, his rabies, and I want to do the GI package since he does throw up on occasion. Now sometimes they're hairballs, but when he throws his food up, and it's happened more, although not recently, I don't know, it just kind of leads me to believe, and I'm hoping that it's not a stomach issue, that just maybe he consumes his food too fast. But it's definitely concerning, and that was why I really need to get him to the vet. But anyway, so yeah, I'm really happy about Nightside Creations and candle sales. It's doing good, better than I even expected. So I'm really grateful and thankful to everybody that did purchase a candle. I shipped some out today. I actually have a private order request to work on later this week, and I'll be shipping that order out early next week as well. So all in all, it's really good. And when I do hit the $100 mark, I'm going to end the fundraiser. But Nightside Creations is still legit, still valid. I'll probably be working on spring scents, and I found molds for these really cute specialty candles I made, and I might do a video on them because I think some of you guys might get a real kick out of them. They're miniature Buddhas. It's a sitting Buddha, and I have a reclining Buddha. And they're only about this big, but they are burnable candles. And I had sold them in the past in sandalwood and a scent called black bamboo. It's a beautiful oriental scent, really gorgeous. And for some reason the scent just did not go over on Nightside, and I could never understand why. I absolutely loved it. I actually made several candles and burned that for like a month straight when we lived in Freeland. I loved the scent. But I don't know, it just didn't appeal to any of my customers at that time. But who knows, this is a different go-around, and maybe some folks will. And I thought maybe about making them sandalwood, patchouli, black bamboo, and maybe selling them in like little sets, in cute little boxes. I don't know, we'll see. I'll work on that video next week sometime. But anywho, I'm going to be doing 2 videos today. And the second video I'm going to be uploading later today is one that I really wanted to do for a while. And a charity from RV and Keep It Rolling inspired me to do that video, but I got busy with other ones. She did 2 videos about Social Security, which were very on point, 100%. Now I'm on SSI, I'm not on SSD, I'm single, I'm not a widow, so our situations are different, you know. I don't have Medicare, she does. But I have friends that are on SSD, and I know the issues that they have with it, and my poor mom. And so, in a way, I think I was fortunate not having, Medicare because of all the hassles and everything with it, and less and less doctors want to accept it, and co-pays are higher, and what they don't pay for. Well, my thinking on all that changed, but I'll save that for this other video later. But just suffice it to say that I've been wanting to do this other video for a while, and today is like a dreary day. I'm not going back out. Pretty much taking it easy because my knees are bothering me bad today. So I ran out, did what I had to do, came home, and yeah, I think it's just going to be a take it easy kind of day. Maybe like straighten up my bedroom a little bit, but that's pretty much it. Nothing major today. My legs just are not up to it. Anywho, the reason for today's video, I want to talk to you guys about class action settlements. And if you're not familiar with what they are, basically it has to do with any product, any service that may cause an injury, fails to live up to what it promises. In the case of, say, like banks and credit cards and things, it could be charging excessive rates. Many years ago, we had rented a apartment-sized washer and dryer from Rent-A-Center, and out of the blue, like a year later or so, I got a letter stating that I was a member of this class action settlement, that someone, you know, filed a lawsuit with an attorney about the interest and how much like interest was being charged those of us who rented appliances from Rent-A-Center. And apparently the courts ruled in the favor of the person who filed the lawsuit, so I wound up getting a check from Bluebell, Pennsylvania, and it was like $143, $147. I almost fell over, like, wow. And I didn't even have to sign anything, just based on records of Rent-A-Center. It came up. Prior to the washer and dryer, I think I had gotten a TV. Yeah, I think I had paid off a TV. So that is an example of a class action settlement. Well, there's a big one right now. And I think what confuses a lot of people about it is some idiots came up with a scam, and just because the word Yahoo is in it, people, I think some, are afraid to get in on this class action settlement with Yahoo. So here it goes, and the reason I'm bringing this up. If you had a Yahoo account, Yahoo email, between January 1st, 2012 and December 31st, 2016, you are legally considered by definition a settlement class member. If you received an email notice from the settlement administrator about this class action settlement addressed to you, then the settlement administrator has already determined that you are a settlement claim member. Now, I did receive an email about this back in, I want to say, November of last year. And there is a form online, there's a website devoted to this that you can go on to, and the forms are on there. Now, what happened basically was there was a data breach, two different kinds of data breach actually, at different times. One basically was just getting into people's emails, and the other involved getting into people's like bank account information, this and that. Thank goodness my Yahoo is not connected to my bank, and I have a different email for that, so thank goodness for that. My Yahoo is more or less everything to do with like my shopping apps, newsletters like for couponing. I get all different kind of like advertisements, store circulars, things like that, samples, sample offers. So that is what I use my Yahoo more for. My Gmail is more for like my banking, anything that is like important per se, like with Social Security or Department of Welfare, anything like that, I use that other email for more. So I wasn't all that worried when I found out, because there's no like banking information that's not connected with, my bank. The closest to it would be Amazon receipts, which they don't have all my banking information on them anyway, which is good. So basically I wasn't like really worried, but here's where it comes to your advantage. If you have ever had any credit issues in the past, there is a free credit monitoring service called Credit Karma, completely free to sign up for, register with, and if anything does go on, they will email you alerts. So I had signed up with Credit Karma several years ago, actually. There was a transaction in my credit history which I knew that I did not do, and I had a feeling it was an ex-boyfriend of mine, but it was hard to prove, although the fact that we had lived together at one point kind of made it very obvious. He had access to all my info, as I did his. But at the time I didn't want to pursue it because I had an active PFA against him, and I was afraid that by filling out all this paperwork, contesting this and this and that, and him dragging him into that, could have jeopardized the PFA that I had against him. Not to mention, how do you track down a homeless person? How do you track down a person who was living in a tent in the woods? And where did they get their mail? I don't know. I don't even know if he had an address where he might have got mail. So, like, I haven't even checked actually this year if it's still on. But it was for a hefty amount. Like, we're talking like $4,000. So, yeah, that's a blemish, not of my own doing, on my credit report. So that's when I actually signed up with Credit Karma. And as I said, it's completely free. So if you have Yahoo, and odds are good that you are a member of the settlement group, you might have also heard about there's a scam with Yahoo, where people get an email and it says that, your account has been hacked and this and that, blah blah blah, and we are notifying you, and you must pay X amount of dollars to, I don't know, retrieve your information and stop it from whatever. It's just crazy. It's a scam. And it usually tries to get people for anywhere from $100 to $300. So I found out about that when a lady that I know on Facebook the one day put a post up and said, what is this Yahoo scam that you have to pay Yahoo a couple of $100 because you were hacked? And I jumped on it and I said, what are you talking about? I said, there was a data breach. I said, there's a class action lawsuit going on and people can receive money for it. And you don't have to pay out for it. And I gave her the website to go on, because it was her son-in-law actually, who was a victim of that. He got an email saying that, and he got all weirded out by it and asked his mother, do you know anything about this? What do I do? And I had said to her, no, that's a scam. Just delete it. Don't even open it. Just no, And yeah, so her son-in-law was able to actually go on and file a claim with this. And this is what the first page basically looks like of it. And it's a pretty easy form to fill out. I did mine online, and I just printed up the one page as like a receipt that I filled it out. When you fill this claim form out, you can make a claim for a minimum of 2 years of credit monitoring service at no cost to you, or if you can verify you already have credit monitoring or identity protection service that you'll keep for at least 12 months, you can make a claim for a cash payment in an amount of $100 minimum, possibly up to $358, depending on how many claims are submitted. So think about that for a moment. If you sign up for Credit Karma for free, completely free, before you go on this website to fill this out, there is your proof. You can screenshot the main page of your dashboard that says, when you signed up for the credit monitoring service, take a picture of that, screenshot. There's your proof, and fill this out. Basically, it just asks you, for your Yahoo email, your address, some personal information like that, and then you basically submit it. I actually, now that I think about it, no, I mailed this out. This big one, I mailed this out. I printed the form up and mailed it. I'm thinking of a wish settlement, and that's another one I'll talk about in a moment. So this is really good and also important too. So if you have heard of or maybe been contacted by this Yahoo scam, don't let that deter you guys from going on to this. And I'll include the link to the Yahoo settlement down below, the legit thing that you can print up or fill out the form online. And you have till July 20th of 2020 to fill it out or get it into the mail. But this is something definitely worth getting into if you did have a Yahoo account for several years and unfortunately you were hacked. The fact that right off the bat somebody has to jump on in a scam and try to, Jew people out of their money is horrible, really. It's nonsense. And for people who don't keep abreast of these kind of things, somebody might have actually gotten, scared with that and actually submitted some kind of payment for something and not realizing until much later on they were taken advantage of, and that's sad. That is really sad. So there is a website. It is a sample website, sampleables.com. The link is down below. Not only do I get notifications of available samples when they come along, as I also do with guide2free.com down below, Sampleables also notifies me when there is new class action settlements going on. And the reason for that is because some of these class action settlements, you don't need to have proof of purchase for example. There was a GNC one. That was only for $15. But I was able to fill that one out. Now, in the past, I did purchase something from GNC, I want to say 2 years ago. It was ginkgo biloba. A lot of people were swearing by it to lose weight and everything, and it didn't really do anything for me. But I didn't have a receipt for it anymore. This had to do with some kind of nutrition bars, which I actually did have samples for in the past. So, I was familiar with what the thing was about. Anybody could literally get in on that. So I filled it out the form and emailed it. There was also a wish settlement. Now, I didn't get the email about that. Ronnie did. But I went on the site and printed up a form for myself. And that had to do with text messages from other, I guess, like, I don't want to say subsidiary, other offers, not necessarily like Wish related. There is other sites called Home, Cute, that are part of Wish, and I tried to order from them in the past because I've heard actually better things about them and the shipping and that than Wish itself, obviously. And I always run into this problem where they want proof of my bank account or something before they'll let me like order from them, and it's like, oh, go fly a kite. You know, I don't know you people from low to hay, and the day that I need to provide you a proof of my bank account just to order, you know, stuff from China, yeah, okay, I don't think so. So, yeah, that I've never ordered from Home or Cute. And I know people who do, no problem, and now there's people encountering that issue with Wish. So I don't really know what's going on. I don't order from Wish that much. Several people have asked me if I order from AliExpress. I said no, but down the road I would like to check it out just to get a feel for it, you know, my honest opinion. But I just really did want to talk about this because, you know, it was bugging me knowing that there's people out there that are entitled to that but won't go on and fill out the form because they found out that they were contacted by a scam. And the official website is yahoodataBreachSettlement.com. As I said, I have the link down below. And if you did get an email about this from a settlement administrator, then your email most likely was involved in it. That is not a scam. If you receive an email from somebody claiming to be from Yahoo, saying that, you know, you have to pay X amount of dollars to take care of this problem of your information being used or whatever. I mean, I don't even know how deep the email gets into things with people, but right off the bat, that is a scam. And if you receive an email like that, just simply report it. It's a phishing attempt. It's a scam. The legit site and all the information is on that website. And if you were affected, I would say reconsider and fill it out, because in all honesty, who cannot use an extra $100 if you have Yahoo email and you were one of those accounts that was involved in that data breach? I know I can use $100, I can use $200, heck, I could use the whole $358 if people were lucky enough to actually get that. Boy, would I be grocery shopping with that. Yeehaw. But no, seriously guys, I just wanted to bring this to some folks' attention because, again, something legit and something important has to be overshadowed by a stupid scam. And really, like, you get so sick and tired of them. You know, like, Charity did a video about the Social Security phone scams. They are so pathetic. You can tell it is a scam. But there are some folks out there that may get intimidated and worried and upset, and honest to goodness think that they're legit. Same with the IRS scams. I got a call last year. Yeah, I had several calls last year. This was funny. Some lawyer, and just for the hell of it, I called this lawyer back, and was supposed to be a lawyer in California. And he's telling me that he got my information because I willfully have ignored the IRS, and I owe, I don't know, X amount of dollars. And I said, well, considering I haven't worked for years, I said, what type of money would I owe? From how long ago is this? So he gives me some year. And I said, well, that's interesting. I know for a fact I didn't work that year because I was bouncing around to a lot of doctors. I was taking care of my granddaughter, And I said, I know I did not work. I said, so your dates are off a little bit. I said, contact me when, you have more accurate information. So a few weeks later, I get another call. Different lawyer, same scenario. This time it was a different amount that I owed the IRS, and they were going to prosecute me and freeze my assets, which I laughed at because I'm thinking, what assets are you going to freeze? They're going to take my house. Oh, that's a good one. I think my landlord would have something to say about that, They're going to take my car. That's a hilarious one because I've never owned a car. And all this and that. And, it's like, okay. And I'm like sitting there laughing, listening to this person run this whole speech about everything. I turned around and I said, oh, you're so full of shit. You're full of it. And I hung up. So there are so many videos on YouTube about scams, and some of them are downright hilarious. There's this one guy, and I don't know how he keeps a straight face, but he does. He will play these people, that he can pay his IRS bill with iTunes cards, and he makes on he can't hear good, and he's in the store, and he's going to get this iTunes card. He scratches off the wrong number, and oh my God. He plays these people so bad, and how he keeps a straight face is beyond me. But there's plenty of them, and if you want to laugh on a rainy day, just look for scammers. Oh my God, there's tons of YouTubers who do nothing but do those kind of videos on their channel, and they're hilarious. And they're also informative, and I watch a few of them here and there too, because there's always some new scam out there on the horizon. And it's like these kind of people, they just sniff an opportunity out and they're on it like a leech. So, guys, I'm going to end this video with, I wanted to share a very nice letter that was written to me from one of my subs. Her name is Darlene. She just has the last initial, and she's from Rossville, Georgia. Now, I'm not a religious person. I do consider myself a spiritual person, by all means, yes. And she had said, hello, I've enjoyed a lot of your videos, and I appreciate some of the content so much. I thought I would share some important news with you and your family. Do you think God cares about us and suffering? Some believe he does not care about us, nor sees us suffering. And she had written a few Bible verses and a little tract. She's a Jehovah's Witness, and I've never had a problem with Jehovah's Witnesses. My next door neighbor, and I adore her, Judith, she is so cool. She's a Jehovah's Witness as well. As a matter of fact, my grandmother used to get these magazines from Jehovah's Witnesses. She was friends with the lady. She used to come over like 2-3 times a month, have tea with my gran. They would sit at the table for like 2 hours talking about different things. And my grandmother was not a religious lady either, mind you. But her and this woman, they got along very, very good. And she always brought my gran these magazines. I think one was called Awake. I forget what the other one was called, but I used to read them. There was always some really good articles in them. And when I was in junior college, back in my 30s, when my kids were younger, I actually used a few issues of those magazines to do some current event, little short essays we had to do for the one class. And we would just talk about, what we had done the little essay on. And I always found them to be informative. I don't see them around, but I certainly did enjoy reading them. I enjoyed that letter, though, and it was nice that someone took the time to, look those scriptures up. And it was applicable when I got that letter, because that was when Rania and I had done that video about budgets and everything, and we were going through like a lot of stress. So I did look up some of those verses, and things were applicable for that time. And I really, really appreciated getting a letter, from someone that, kind of made me think and put things into a little perspective, So I'm just saying, guys, so if somebody wants to drop me a line, my address is down below. Maybe there's something you would want to ask that maybe you just aren't comfortable, commenting, or, when my birthday rolls around in December, you could send me a birthday card. I want to do a Christmas card exchange this year. I bought a bunch of boxes of Christmas cards from Dollar General for not a penny, 10 cents. There wasn't even anything left in my local stores for a penny sale. And I stocked up on a couple of boxes because I wanted to do a Christmas card exchange. I miss getting cards. I do miss writing letters. It's become like almost a lost art, really. So if you want to drop me a line, I am more than happy to write you back. If you want to send me coupons that you don't use, I would be happy to do maybe a coupon exchange, if some of you guys would like. But hey, start sending me mail. I mean, I do enjoy packages, yes. And I've been very, very blessed with those you guys who have, sent us things. It has been absolutely wonderful. And it is also nice, though, to get mail, Just jot down a couple of lines, to someone is nice. I used to do a lot of letter writing back in the day. I had friends that were in jail at times, moved out of the area. So, like, letter writing I used to do a lot of. I used to actually have, it's gone down now, I used to have a little lump on my finger all throughout high school, even in my 20s and 30s. It was like right there. It's gone down a lot. And anybody who did a lot of writing in school and that knows what I'm talking about. That little bump right there you used to get with the pens and pencils and things. I did a lot of writing. Besides letters, writing to companies, getting coupons, rebates. I used to be filling out a lot of forms, mailing them. I probably went through 2-3 books of stamps a month, but what I got back and saved on shopping was so worth it. So guys, I know I rambled a little bit in this video, and I do apologize, but definitely I just wanted to clarify that with the Yahoo data breach settlement, that is legit. And if you did get an email stating that the person was a settlement administrator, that was legit. Because you are eligible as a class action member, a class settlement member, to receive money down the road. And the easiest way to do that is to sign up for free with Credit Karma. Therefore, you don't need to settle for 2 years of some service through Yahoo. You can strictly put yourself in for the cash that you'd be eligible to receive after July. And I do apologize, guys, if anybody did get approached with the Yahoo scam. I am so sorry that you did, but please take heart. Don't let that stop you from getting in on this settlement, because I certainly did, and I don't know of anyone, unless you're rich, who can just afford to let like $100 or more go for free. And it only takes a few minutes of your time to either fill out the form online and just print up a receipt for yourself, or to even actually print it up and physically mail it. Either way, you're entitled to that. Take advantage of that. Don't let anyone take advantage of you. Oh guys, as I said, I'm going to be doing another video later on today. That one is a little bit different than this. That one has to do with Medicaid, food stamps. And I'm calling that video Safety Net or Trap. It's going to be a good one. I do talk about a few things of personal experience, and I just want to let, I don't know, some folks out there know, you know, like I said, there's a lot of preconceived ideas about things, and sometimes it's good to do a video about something that other people realize, oh, okay, well, I thought this, I was wrong, you know, because I could be honest and tell you that I didn't know any welfare queens. I don't know if there was any in Hazleton. Imagine there might have been, but I didn't know them, that's for sure. If I was struggling, everybody else that I knew was struggling, so there wasn't any queens in my camp. Well guys, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit my subscribe button. As I said, all links are down below. Thank you so much for watching and helping my channel grow. Have a great afternoon. I will see you soon. Take care. Stay dry. Bye.